This video will take you through the steps necessary in order to set up and begin to experiment with your bass. Once you get to this feature or to this screen, you'll see that you're ready to select your bass. Go to the bottom left corner of your screen and you'll see a plus sign. Click this plus sign and you'll see a menu that looks like this. Go ahead and click Create and you'll see that a new track appears on your canvas. The default is grand piano, however we want to use a bass. Go over here to the menu where it says bass and you'll see a bunch of different options for different kinds of basses you'd like to use. Without music over here you can't really hear what any of these sound like, so just go ahead and select any of them right now. You can always go back and change it later. So I'll select fretless electric bass, and that means that anything I play on this line will sound like an electric fretless bass. However, we don't have an instrument to plug in. We're going to be using our QWERTY keyboard, or the keyboard that has all the letters on it that you see in front of you. If you go up here to where it says Window, click Window, then click Keyboard. This appears, but you still will not get any sounds out of your keyboard. If you click this button right here though, you'll see that the keyboard changes into a keyboard that we can make sense of, one that has letters on it similar to the letters on our keyboard. At this point you should be able to play different letters on your keyboard and hear the sounds of a bass. Before I begin to record though, I want to experiment a little bit in playing this keyboard along with my drum beat. So I'm going to set up a loop feature. So what this does is it will play this drum beat over and over and over again for me to experiment with and play with and try and find some sort of bass groove to go along with it. Right here next to the play button you'll see a circle of arrows. This is the cycle region or the loop feature on GarageBand. Click this circle and you'll see a yellow bar appear at the top of your screen right here. This yellow bar should be right above your entire drum groove, as you can see right here. You may need to shorten or lengthen this yellow bar in order to make it the appropriate length for experimentation. At this point, if I were to hit play, my beat would start right at the beginning of the sequence. Once it gets to the end of the sequence, instead of continuing, it'll actually just go back to the very beginning of my beat. Now I'm able to play my QWERTY keyboard and experiment with finding a beat that works, or a bass groove that works with what my drum beat is. Once you figure out what your bass groove is going to be, you're then ready to begin recording your bass groove. Do that on the next video.